fucking go.
Hello, Internet. Welcome back. This is going to be session 4 recap titled In the Closet. So, the session began with Tranxus and Stefan gathering themselves together and heading back to the surface after their foray into the catacombs beneath Helmfirth or Odomfell. No, this is Odomfell. Um, and they want to go back to the surface to start their search for Earth. Stefan wanted to hold back Earth's cut of the loot, and does manage to convince Trinks with the idea that they would give it to him if he opens up a bit more. Stefan taught Trinks about getting high. Once back in the tavern, town guards arrived to arrest us for attacking the previous bartender. We convinced them that it was actually Darius and Corin, because it actually was, technically speaking. Stefan hit himself, but Trinks kind of blows it, pointing Stefan out repeatedly. Meanwhile, at a nearby brothel, Earth is stuck in a closet, vowing to change his ways and be a better friend if he managed to get out of it. At first trying to dig a hole out, but he poked through in an underground cavern, and heard strange noises coming from far off down a passage. Wonder what those could be. So he abandons that idea, puts a nice pink carpet over it, and continues trying to bang on the door with to no avail. Um, Now arriving at the brothel, Trinxus and Stefan choose to split up and try to search for him. Trinx heading to the bathrooms and having to fight through the fucking jungles of Vietnam in there. Um, uh, if I'm not gonna go deeper in detail there, but please legitimately go back to the session and watch through it specifically for that part, if not, for nothing else. It was so much fun. Um, Anyways, after we're uh, on Stefan's side, he goes and finds Earth in the closet, um, and leaving the closet, Earth eventually heads into the bathroom to find Trinks, and Trinks is thinking that they were the one that found Earth, air quote, rescues Earth, tossing him under his shoulder and running out and then regrouping outside the brothel. We pick up Darius and make the decision to rescue Corin from the prison. The plan became Stefan to disguise himself as a captain of the Open Lord's personal guard, with Trinks and Earth being his hired swords. Um, Having a couple days later arrived in the woods where this maximum security prison is supposed to be, Earth had forged papers to back up our claims, and we get in, and soon afterwards, the warden meets us and has a bit of an interrogation, questioning our story. Darius got caught as he was hiding right outside in the open. Fucking, of course, this guy was. And our disguise begins to fail as Corin outs us, because he's an asshole. We shift our ruse to be that of Stefan is the open lord here himself to make sure the prisoner is released to us. Having been in disguise, explaining the disguises, um, and it takes a bit more convincing and a bit of magic, but eventually we do manage to get Corin and get out. After leaving, we set the forest on fire because we're the arsonists. And we decided to go through the Forest of Doom on the way back and have a lovely stroll. You know, absolutely nothing in there. Um, who would have known what would happen if we went down the nice open path instead of this creepy ass forest? But back in town, we go shopping and get some pretty cool shit. Earth gets a pony and a sled, and we ask around and get a lead on where Taro ran off to. So, packing up our shit, and throwing it on the sled, we gather up, and along we go. Traveling along the road to a town called Aston. But along the road to this town, we get stopped and attacked by a clockwork dragon that a bunch of robotic soldiers are dropped off of it. But we incinerate them with a fireball and end the session there on the anticipation of what these clockwork constructs could be about. So thanks for listening to the session 4 recap. And I'll see you guys next time for more recaps.